To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Dan Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Part 1. White Clouds. Harpstring Moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
As you have already been notified, our students have been learning about combat through study. But this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
This will be our first true battle. I'm looking forward to fighting alongside you, Professor. During the mock battle, your commands were thoughtful and thorough, as was your strategy. With you on our side, I'm confident we will prevail. It seems we have some time to spare before our departure. Let's use this opportunity to prepare as best we can.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Well, I didn't expect it would be easy on you. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. It seems I was right to worry. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now. But don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
Thank you.
Okay, so so I mentioned before that there's going to be some special rules for how the squad is chosen. It's not really so important, so there's details about this in the playlist description and also in the description for part 1. The main thing is that the squad is going to be sort of randomly chosen, and at the moment we have a squad priority. So Dimitri is safe, and then we've got the other ones in order. At some point they're going to be getting swapped out as we get more and more students asking to join our class. Well, hopefully they will. I've got like a couple of other rules. So one is that I can only do 1 explore per month and 1 battle option per month. At the moment this is a moot point since we only have 1 option. So I guess I'll go and explore. There's going to be a lot of dialogue. I'll try to not just skip it, and I'll leave it running so that people can see the lovely text that they've added to the game. Okay, I have a few quests to take care of. One of the rules is
Professor,
that I can't actually
hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald
ask
is?
people to join my party.
That's
They have to
enough,
ask to
Leonie.
join.
If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
Okay.
What the?
Oh, truth is, my undershirt got blown away by the wind. And it's not important why, it only matters that it's pale blue. Thank you so much. I do find you very...
Oops. I'm not allowed to choose that option.
What is it? I'm not doing anything! Cake?
Have we met? No. Sorry. Must be my imagination.
Please. Hello. If you'll excuse me.
I've also at this point already set the professor level to A+, so this is like one of the concessions to making offsetting the extra difficulty from not really being able to choose my squad. So I can plan a lot of things. And then I also have a lot of actions that I can do every month already.
Maybe.
So, greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Are you settled in here at the monastery yet? make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see. Like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right? You can fish there. Give it a try.
Hey.
Hello there.
Okay.
And there's not really much open just yet,
So-
so it should be quite a short explore. But with no quick travel.
What? You look bored. Care to do what?
You there.
We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble,
What? Oh, Professor, I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you. I don't need luck. This will be a piece of cake. I'll be back before you know it.
Perhaps there are way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed. Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me? Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
So Lysithea is one of the characters that I'm most wanting to end up in.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather? But you are wearing many things, Professor. If you are not liking the heat, you should be wearing lighter clothes.
Yeah, like Lysithea is amazing for damage, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll have some good members of my team.
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food? Spicy? Ooh, your tastes are so mature. I'll definitely remember that.
How about this? Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
Please. You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick. Ah, you can tell? I suppose being a professor has taught you how to ferret out time wasters.
I was thinking,
Hello.
what about...
Our first assignment is to take out some bandits. Did anyone tell Lady Rhea that people's lives are at stake? I lost my own brother to bandits. Is something someone has said at some point, I'm sure. Okay, not my finest attempt at humor.
Okay.
I was
thinking. The Knights of Saros are also known as the Shining Knights. We are the sword and shield of the divine Saros. There are many orders of knights in the world, but we are the only one that has the honor of bearing the name Saros. As a member of the church, you should probably study up on the history of Saros and the knights.
Hello.
Let's see. That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
Really?
Do you know of the Iyer family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes. All right, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs.
I wasn't actually hoping
Hubert's
to get all
father,
this detail.
Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household. Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Iyer, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future. There is nothing I cannot achieve.
Here's an idea. I hear the Officers' Academy of the monastery was founded about 2 centuries ago. The eastern region of Fodlan was being invaded by Almyra, and so the Archbishop of the time took measures to prevent the border from being taken. In order to ensure Fodlan would be safe from potential threats, she deemed it necessary to raise a generation of excellence. That is how the establishment was founded, though its purpose has changed over the years.
I have a favor to ask.
Hey!
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess? No, but shall we pray together while you're here?
It is the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Saros. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor? I see. The truth is, I am not a particularly devoted believer either. But it would be unbecoming for a noble like me to neglect his prayers, wouldn't it?
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the 4 saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indek, Saint Macuel, Saint Keyhole, and...
Saint Sethlin! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the Church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions. Inside the Saint... Now that you... Inside the... Now that you... Inside Saint... Now that you are... I have something to ask of you.
So one of my few choices that I have left is being able to not tell the students what they want to hear just to get support with them. So obviously you can just go around and just always tell people what they want to hear and get lots of support. And contradict yourself all the time. But I'm going to try to be a good teacher, even if I let them choose all of their own choices. let's go and see if we can... Oh, I can't go here yet. Okay. Can go clear up the mystery of Dorothea's missing underwear.
Hey there.
That reminds me.
Hey there, Professor. You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better? Strength? You might be right, but when it's...
Let's just not think about what Casper's found.
Here's an idea.
Maybe it's just a small cloth.
For years,
Who knows?
the Boar Prince and I were inseparable. I know him better than almost anyone else. So let me give you some advice. Beneath all that princely polish, he's an animal, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure, but don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
Felix Sylvain and I have known each other since we were children. His Highness as well. Though I should warn you that both Felix and Sylvain are a bit challenging at times. The moment I take my eyes off them, they're off causing all kinds of trouble. It's always been that way.
Professor.
It is better if you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
We have only just arrived at the Academy, and we're already being sent out to take care of bandits. It is a noble mission, but one that will likely require battle. In practice, there is little difference between a battle and a war. Even with the support of the Knights of Seiros, we must still brace ourselves for the challenge. Do you have any other questions about life at the monastery? Or about battle?
I hear you've been tasked with hunting down bandits, right? Meanwhile, my class is stuck with a downright peaceful mission. Sounds like you'll be fighting alongside the Knights, too. Don't let the monastery down, Teach.
A moment, please.
You're quite powerful to have beaten us in the mock battle. Such a shame you aren't leading our class.
I've heard your class is hunting thieves. That mission is very different from the one we were given.
Anyway, it's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
That's so...
Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people. Hello.
I was thinking...
Hey there.
Okay.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Since we're going to do this choir practice, I'm going to do whatever sports I have available first, just because it's going to give us some support. Well, I could also just not choose Felix and Ash for this
My
one.
savior, thank you.
Singing is so much fun.
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
So yeah, in this explore we're really just unlocking a lot of the features and events and stuff that you can do, and getting to know the characters a wee bit. Yeah, you can see that there's this big chunk of the monastery that we don't have access to just now. So I'm just going to go and finish off this quest. I guess we have some stuff to be able to talk to upstairs as well. Oh, I think I need to go to the library. Where's this quest?
Would you kindly do something for me?
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
What the? I can't believe it. I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to reading books from all the regions of Fodlan. I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself. I agree. They're brimming with the knowledge and experience of our ancestors.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so. You do seem to have a mark of the exceptional about you. I only wish Seteth would follow your example.
Thanks for your help.
Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance to the Church of Seros. Even members of the church are forbidden to go trampling around in there, causing trouble. Those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
Hey, you. Thank you for paying me a visit. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with? You seem to be getting along well with the students. I would advise you to be confident in your abilities. The rest will fall into place in time. I can often be found here, so if there is ever anything you need, please do not hesitate to pay me a visit.
Right. You're a lifesaver.
I enjoy cooking. You seem to know what you are... Ah. I like this.
This looks delicious.
Today's dish...
Oh, this takes...
Oh, I love this.
That look... Yeah, you just...
I appreciate.
If you don't yet know the proper procedure for lectures, I will tell you all that I know.
Yeah, so one of the rules for this playthrough that I've set myself is that the students have to choose their own goals and their own lessons, so I don't really do the instruct. Well, I'm not going to do the instruct at all, it's always going to be auto-instruct. So basically I'm leaving it down to chance / what the students want to decide what they're going to be and what their specialties will be and what gets levelled up. Yeah,
There's something I'd like you to tell me.
Because they don't always choose good things for themselves. Oh, it's just a
Hello,
support.
Professor. Do you have a moment? Well, I have this book of battle tactics that I borrowed from one of the knights. There's one part that I just don't understand. Do you think you could explain it to me? Great, thank you so much. It's about this diagram here. I don't get why the knights are grouping up in that forest there. I just can't see the advantage to a formation like that. Yay, I finally get it! You really are a great teacher. No way, I couldn't have done it without you. I just love learning new things. That's why I came to the Officers Academy. I want to learn magic, battle tactics, martial arts, and, well, all kinds of stuff. I'm learning more now than I have in my whole entire life. Speaking of, I'd better go visit the library for some research before magic practice, which is just before sword training. That's just not possible. I always find it's more tiring to laze around doing nothing. I've never been any good at that. I have to have something to do. Like on my days off, I need to get up early and take care of the cleaning first, or I just can't relax. Know what I mean? But a day without accomplishments is completely wasted. Not to mention... Oh wait, oh no! I was supposed to be on cooking duty today! I completely forgot! Sorry, Professor, but I have to run. Thanks again for your help! Who put this stupid barrel here?
By the way, sometimes you find edible plants among the weeds.
Please do not eat the weeds.
I am just saying. Professor?
I am sorry to put you through the trouble.
I've never actually chosen the weeding option before, and now I'm feeling like I've missed out on some nice little bits of dialogue.
Haha, I'm starting to get it.
Thanks.
Do you have experience commanding a battalion, Professor? I assume so, but if not, I'm happy to explain.
Okay, so I think we've already assigned quite a lot of the battalions from the last battle, but I'm going to just double check these battalions are going to be pretty important, I guess, on this run, if they can actually hit. I'm also putting up the squad priorities, so I'm going to actually be using this for this battle. So we have Sylvain, Ash, Annette, Mercedes, Sidu, Felix and Ingrid. This is going to end up they're going to end up getting replaced with other characters as we go through, but for the moment we'll stick with the current order. On the plus side, it means I don't need to actually make decisions at this point. And yeah, so in the last battle, I guess I was wondering what kinds of differences they'd have in the Maddening mode, and one thing that seems to not have changed is I don't think the enemies have combat arcs. So there wasn't anything with like archers coming in and doing whatever curved attacks on me and having a longer range, which is nice. I'm kind of checking just now to see what kind of abilities they have in the Lunatic mode or possibly Lunatic Plus mode of Awakening. There were some really horrible, the enemies had really horrible skills in like Luna Plus and Sword Breakers and stuff, so this is looking not bad actually at the moment. I think we're going to be okay. The main problem has been that this is not even a problem as well, so in the last story battle a lot of the enemies were having like 9 effective speed, but this is looking not so bad. Yeah, I'm not going to be getting doubled by everything this time around. I do need to buy some weapons for Dimitri. I used up all of his lances with combat arcs. So I think this run is going to be a bit more expensive than the usual ones.
Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Although I guess the combat arts will probably not be super useful all that lot for like all that much time, because once you start doubling all the enemies, it's usually better to just do that instead. But we'll see. I mean, the main problem before was just the chance of missing, and if a miss was basically death, so okay. One day I will actually make Annette use axes. Okay, what's to do? Learning at the moment. Can't see his goals, but I'm going to give him axes, I guess. Let's buy one for both.
Well. Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
I'm also going to give him a lance because
is that the one?
his axes are going to be pretty...
Thanks
they're going to have a high chance of missing at the moment. And then I need to also make sure everyone's got a battalion. Yeah, so like the battalions, I'm like really wanting to get all of them having a good battalion at the start. Partly because it will increase their stats, and also because then I'll have gambits to use, but also because I'm wanting them to all level up authority a bit before our first battle against the Death Knight. Because it would still be nice if I can take him out. So is she going to need, I guess, magic and resilience? I might actually take this. It could be good to have like a bulk heal Oh no, wait. Range 1? Try it out. Felix, I want to have some more dodge. And good too. Actually no, I want her to have more strength because she tends to have quite low strength and doesn't do much damage. I missed it. Okay, this is looking good. No. So in the last battle where I was trying to use the gambits, a lot of them were having really low chances to hit. So I'm guessing it's going to be the same, but maybe with these weaker enemies, I'll actually have a chance to use them. I'm just checking that nobody's got any extra abilities that aren't on. Just double check my identity as well. Give Felix gauntlets actually. I'm going to take them off myself because female Byleth can't really do any classes that use gauntlets. But Felix can, and maybe he'll decide that he wants to, who knows. Okay, I think that's us. Oh, I forgot to do my support. It's too late now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still... Okay. I'm guessing that my tanks aren't going to do as well as usual. So, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe the duel will still be amazing. Okay, I'll put him up this way with Dimitri, and then my dodge ones can be aiming for the bushes. Okay.
I'm on it.
What should I do?
Okay, this is pretty nice still. It's not really going to be taking damage. Probably isn't going to. It's probably going to miss on the counter, but
I'll give
this
it
will
my
get
all.
better once he gets the axe skills, axe mastery skills.
Stay focused.
I'll go.
Here goes. Ready.
Easy.
less...
This
So I'm a bit wary of using these gambits when it's only 60%. Like a bit more. So in this case maybe it's the best option.
Wait for me!
Maybe.
Predictable.
Thanks.
Let's try.
Too easy.
Well, that.
Watch and learn.
If you want.
I feel like these guys are kind of making Maddening look bad right now.
You're a big help.
right behind you.
It's a bit risky.
Nice form.
It's all.
So.
I'm looking to see which characters are lowest, because I'd quite like to level up some of the lower level ones. Be good if the two gets the kill actually. We can hit. I guess I'll make use of all three of my battles, so I've got a limit of being able to choose battle once a month, but since I've got these this full professor level, I can do 3 battles every time I choose battle, so I guess it's a bit grindy to do 3 at this stage, but there's other, but yeah, like if I can only do this once per month, I don't feel too bad about using these opportunities to get a wee bit more experience for my team. And having some money is good.
Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back.
What should I do?
I'll cut through.
I'm on it.
Ready.
I'll go.
Stay focused.
Here goes.
Here we go.
I'll give it my all.
Easy.
Too slow. Here to help.
So obvious. Got it.
I made a bit of a mistake here with getting a net next to this guy, but I guess since he's got this status effect, there's a good chance he'll still miss her. And he'll be slower as well, so I'm not too worried. And it seems like these in-between battles are not really so difficult so far.
This worked out well. Thank you.
Strong.
Close one.
Thanks.
That's it?
That should...
I will get...
Predictable. I got it.
That's...
Thank you.
Yeah, so at the moment the main thing I'm worried about is accidentally using up all my weapons because I'm using the combat arts quite a lot just to get the extra accuracy. But yeah, these enemies are not really providing too much of a challenge at the moment.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Come back.
But still, if we're wanting to take down the Death Knight, then I guess it's good to have a little bit of extra experience. Okay. And be able to change classes. And now I'm just trying to get some experience for some of the lower level units. I think they reclassed from level 5, but so far there's only nobody. Okay, so no one can actually reclass yet. I might try to get a reclass for myself. And whatever levels I get for the others.
What should I do?
I'll cut through.
I'll give it my all.
Here we go.
Ready.
I'll go.
His gloves thing.
I'm on it.
Stay focused.
Here goes.
Too easy.
Thank you.
I will.
So Dew and Demetria are no longer getting support when they're doing attacks, which means that, yeah, like, I'm gonna have a support conversation with them. So I'm also trying to build up support in these battles, since it should help. I think I'm not actually really sure what the exactly what the support effects are, but I know that there are some like boosts to certain things in the battles. And every little helps, I guess. Okay, I don't need to. Yeah, let's get this level 5 for myself. Or not.
Thanks.
So how boring.
Weak.
Too slow.
Knew you could do it.
You saved me.
I think I just did a rally instead of an attack, which is what I was meant to do. Okay.
I will.
I got my level 5 yet. No.
I'm glad I can count on you.
Stay vigilant. Huh, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you. Another.
So again, I can just use instruct automatically.
I'm getting much better. I'm certain I've improved.
It's hard to sneak out when the professor is watching.
I hope this song reaches the goddess.
Ooh! Okay, this is cool. This is like my first person joining my house. So now I need to do some calculations. Yeah, so I have Petra. Okay, I'm gonna like jot this down on paper and then I should have prepared more. Okay, so I just got Petra is wanting to join my house. So she's 16th letter of the alphabet for Petra, and then I'm using this magic number from before, which is 21, and then adding that on, but then going round in a loop, which takes us up to 11, which is the letter K. And then both Mercedes and Ingrid are 2 characters away from K. So it could be either one of those. So then I'm going to look at the second letter. And then Mercedes, the E matches with Petra's E. So I'm going to swap out, I'm going to put in Petra into Mercedes' spot in my list. And then Mercedes is going to go to the bottom. So this is my new order. So now I have Sylvain, Ash, Annette, Petra, Dudu, Felix, Ingrid and Mercedes. At this point I'm not too concerned because I have 10 slots. So all of these will still be in my battle, but I've just put my one single healer to the bottom of the list, which means if someone else joins I'm not going to have a healer. And I also don't get to force someone else to do faith so that I can have healing spells. But I'm sure it's all going to be fine. So, and I have to say yes. So this is our first.
I am spending my days with
new
devotion
student.
to my studies. There is something I think of when looking at you. I am feeling that the way you are teaching will give me great benefit. Is it possible to be switching to your class? I would like to be requesting that of you. I have so much gratitude. I'm still not used to the speaking of your language, but I have full comprehension. Please, Professor, teach me all of the things you know.
You think I'd cheat? On you, baby? Never. Come on. You should know me better than that. You're the only one for me. I swear. Hey, if you don't believe me, well... Oh, I get it. If I'm not your type, do you want me to introduce you to some other guys who have crests? They're all nobles, just like me.
What? That isn't why I'm... You're worse than I thought!
I just want you to be happy. You know, get what you're after. I hate seeing a girl cry, especially one as beautiful as you. So, you know, maybe we... So, Professor, do you enjoy spying on people? You look like you've got something to say, so say it. Hey, that was between me and her, not you. But you know how it is. Most relationships, they end in heartbreak. Anyway, I don't know why she's so upset about me dating other girls. She didn't care before she found out, so why does she care now? I really do hate seeing a girl cry. Come on, it's hard on me too. If only I had someone to comfort me. Professor, it's okay if you want to console me. I happen to have some exquisite tea back in my quarters. You could come by and we could chat about love. Calm down, it was only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
Good evening, Professor. Returning from work, I take it? I commend you for working so late into the evening. All of my days at the Academy are enriching thanks to you. Try not to overtax yourself, all right? I'm concerned for your health. We wouldn't want you to wear yourself out. The goddess won't smite you if you rely on others for help, you know. Listen here, Professor. You might not like what I'm about to say. To be perfectly honest, I had my doubts when I first met you. At first, I thought you seemed too young to be a professor. It is unusual, you have to admit. Yet you seemed very composed and mature despite your age. You're strong-willed, encouraging, and you go to great lengths to ensure that everyone is cared for. But it almost feels like you're trying too hard to be a perfect role model for your students. If that's how you feel, then I can't disagree. But I think it's necessary to give yourself a break every now and again. The mind has a tendency to make mistakes when you've exhausted yourself. In my case, I still seem to make mistakes even when I'm wide awake. Oh, you know. I'm always mixing up the dates for drills or misplacing things. Just the other day, I forgot to put on my uniform and headed out to practice wearing only my... well, you can imagine how embarrassed I was. My mind can be so scattered sometimes. Anyway, where was I? Ah, that's right. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you do, you might end up in a pretty bad place. That reminds me, is there anything I can do to assist you, Professor? If it's all right with you, I'd like to help in any way I can. Whatever you need, just say the word. I look forward to helping you out.
The work is done, Professor. We did rather well.
True enough, except that Dedu ended...
It seems I've improved.
I can do better now.
Am I starting to master this?
Am I making progress? I'm certain I've improved.
One step before the next step.
So I'm going to make my unit into a flying class in the end, so I guess I might go I'm probably just going to end up buying the skill levels I need in order to get my Wyvern Lord and Falcon Knight, but so maybe I'll go for the safe option just now. So my unit is the only one where I get to choose what I am.
A new path?
And I find it nice to have flying units. So actually, like, in a normal playthrough, if I have Ash in my team, I always make him fly so he can go and get chests for me. And then he turns out to be like some monster mage killer as well. Okay, so I have the seminar option. I could also choose rest, but I think they're kind of pushing seminar at this point, so I'm just going to go along with it. Yeah. What's this? Authority. Well, I would really like people to learn some authority for this death battle.
Practice yields results.
Each new experience is an asset. I'm really getting the hang of it.
I'm certain I've improved.
Thank you so much.
Professor, I just got word from the Knights that the last of the thieves...
Just as planned. They're in Xanadu, the Red Canyon.
We certainly can't allow those underhanded thieves to get away. Let's work together and do our best to take them down.
It matters not who we're up against. They will not harm His Highness.
We're just fighting common thieves, right? I don't expect much of a challenge.
Aren't you a spoil sport? I'm actually quite excited myself. Who knows? There may even be some cute lady thieves.
Well, at any rate, a real battle is a great opportunity for us to see how far we've come. True. The mock battle was a success. We'll be fine so long as we stay the course.
Perhaps we are a bit overly excited, but remember that we have the knights on our side. All should be well. Ah, and speaking of the knights, I heard that Gerald is once again one of the Knights of Seros. Perhaps we'll have the good fortune of seeing you two fight side by side. Oh, of course. I apologize for letting my childish whims get the better of me. In all honesty, I'm a bit jealous. My parents are no longer around. They died. Both of them. I'm all that remains of them now. Anyhow, I'm sorry to bore you with such things. I'd say it's nearly time for us to depart, eh, Professor?
Ah, okay, so I'll do these supports that I didn't do yet.
Your Highness, the hour is late. May I ask where it is you're going?
I'm off to the library for a bit of research before I train. After that, a bath and bed.
Very well. I shall accompany you.
No. There's no need for that. I am a grown man, after all.
You sustained an injury during yesterday's training. My presence may be of use to you.
It was a mere bruise that will heal in no time. No need to fret over me, Dedu.
Are you dissatisfied with me, Your Highness? Please do not hesitate to correct me.
And there it is again.
Yes? What is it?
Well, you often choose to address me as Your Highness. When we first met, you used to call me by my name.
That was because I was unfamiliar with Fodlan's speech. Thinking back, such rude manners were inexcusable.
To be honest, I much preferred it. I feel more comfortable being addressed by my name, rather than with the honorifics that go along with being a prince.
But
I did not teach you to read and write so that you know how to address me properly. And I brought you to the Academy as my friend, not a vassal.
But Your Highness, a vassal is precisely what I am.
So much has happened since we met, yet we cannot seem to bridge this gap. So be it. I give you leave to return to your quarters. Take an early night and reflect on what I've said. Please.
I couldn't possibly. I said I would accompany you, did I not?
True, but I would much prefer that we take steps to ease this mindset of yours.
My goodness! Sword training again today? Don't overdo it, all right?
I certainly won't, but thanks for your concern, Mercedes. It's more of a hobby than anything, so don't worry too much.
A hobby? How wonderful! I would probably get tired of it, but that's just me.
Didn't you say you hope to take the sword test soon?
You're right. I completely forgot that's coming up. What should I do?
To be honest, I've been a bit worried as I haven't seen you at the training ground much.
Why didn't you say something sooner if you were so worried about me?
It didn't occur to me that you could have forgotten. But you're right. I should have mentioned it. As an apology, why don't you let me help you with your swordsmanship?
You would do that for me? I'd really appreciate your help.
Okay, but keep in mind that since we're short on time, we may have to overdo it a little.
I don't like to overdo it, but if we must, I'll try my best.
It's settled. Let's begin. Don't tell me you've forgotten how to hold a sword. We have our work cut out for us.
I usually just hold the sword without thinking about my grip, you know? Let's see what happens now that you've shown me the proper way to handle it. I was nervous at first, but just look at me now. Yeah!
Well, I didn't realize offering to help you would mean risking my life.
I'm
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I just meant to swing the sword. I didn't think it would go flying like that. I'm impressed with how quickly you can dodge.
Yes, I know you didn't intend to murder me. Though that scare likely took years off my life.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this whole sword fighting thing.
Nonsense. It's far too early to give up. The first time I picked up a sword, I was much like you. It's true that different people are better suited to different things. But if you keep at it and refuse to give up, you're certain to improve.
Do you really think so? Thank you, Dimitri. It's very kind of you to... Oh! There's a rip in your cuff, Dimitri. How do you think...
It seems I didn't dodge your sword fast enough. Don't worry, I can easily repair it.
I'm the one who tore it, so I'll be the one who mends it. How does that sound?
No, please don't worry yourself over it. Just focus on your exam.
At this time of year, the fish are fat. Simply grilling them will bring out their best flavor. Steaming them with herbs is delicious too.
Wow, you know a lot about this. I'm learning so much from you to do. Were you a cook at the castle in Ferdiad?
No.
Did your family own an eatery of some kind?
No. My sister and I helped with cooking at home.
Wow, that's all? I thought I was confident about my skills, but next to you, I feel like an amateur. Hey, could you give me some advice about other kinds of meat besides fish?
Ash.
Yes to do?
Why do you spend time with me?
We're friends, right? I just want to get to know you better. Is that so odd?
I am from Dusker.
So, look at me. I came from a life of poverty. I was lucky to even be let in here to study with all these high-class people. I think we have a lot in common.
Being poor and being from Dusker are two different things.
Oh, I know. But we can still be friends, can't we?
You are a peculiar person.
So I'm told.
To do, hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you. Looks like you're pretty deep in thought.
Does it?
I just wanted to stop by and ask. It was your turn to cook last night, yeah?
Yes.
Well, it was great. I was wondering if you could give me some tips. You know, teach me how to cook. I hear a girl loves a man who can cook.
Sylvain.
Yeah?
You are from Fargus. You must understand how it appears for you to spend time with one from Dusker. To be near me is to invite tedious misunderstanding.
Oh, please. I don't care who misunderstands what about me. I talk to who I want. Besides, I believe the Dusker people are innocent.
You do?
Fargus and Dusker have been friendly since, heck, forever. So why would our old friends from Dusker just up and assassinate our king? It doesn't make sense. Sure, there are probably folks from Dusker who don't like Fargus. But do I think there's enough of them to mount an attack and slaughter the king and his whole company of elite guards?
It is difficult to believe, considering the discrepancy in skill and number.
Right? At most, I can see a misguided group of people from Dusker conspiring with someone else who had plans to dethrone the king. Maybe they were even lured into participating and used as scapegoats. Regardless, it doesn't concern you or the rest of your people. A person can't be judged by the worst of their kind. Or where would any of us be? Besides, people like to talk about me anyway, so let them talk. Okay, you're making a weird face. What did I say?
I have misjudged you. I was under the impression you only cared about women.
Well, I'm glad I've cleared up that misunderstanding. But really, there's no way I'm the only person who figured all that out. There must be people who think like me in Ferdiad, including His Highness.
Agreed. But whatever the truth, we are still perceived as traitorous assassins.
Once a misunderstanding takes hold, it isn't easy to clear the air. Not without solid evidence of the truth. But even if we found evidence that your people are innocent, those negative sentiments wouldn't disappear overnight. The only thing that can change that is time and effort. Depressing, isn't it?
Time and effort. Yes, I believe you're right.
Man, that got serious. Shouldn't we lighten things up with a nice cooking lesson?
Very well.
I must have left it in the library. Oh, is that Felix? Hey, Felix. This is a surprise. I didn't think you had much interest in books. I'm already finished with that one. You can borrow it if you'd like.
No need. I was just curious who it belonged to.
Why not read a few pages at least while you've got it open? I think you'd really like it. The plot is pretty different from a typical knight's tale, but it's still really good. Do you like stories about adventure and chivalry?
No, I despise them.
Yeah, well, have you tried reading any? You might find them really interesting. I know I do.
What do you find so interesting?
Well, for one thing, the knights in these stories are always gallant and brave. And they always value things like friendship, loyalty, and justice. That's the kind of knight I want to be.
Ridiculous. Friendship, loyalty, justice. Only fools allow their lives to be ruled by such nonsense. Fools who get themselves killed for nothing, only to be celebrated as heroes in books like this. Writers of these stories are worse than tyrants. They seize control of people's thoughts.
That's a little much. I was only interested in...
I don't care. Such blind enthusiasm is dangerous. Be more moderate in your passions.
You know something, Felix? You are exactly like the knight in this story.
Excuse me?
On the surface, he's sarcastic and intimidating, but underneath, he's kind and cares for his friends. In the end, they become heroes together and conquer all obstacles.
Disgusting. Stop looking at me like that.
Oh, see, right there. That's just what I mean. You sound exactly like him. I'm going to lend you this book, really, I insist. Just give it a read, all right? Trust me, and you can tell me what you think when you're done.
Why is this happening?
Hey Felix, you free? You don't look very busy. Let's go find some girls to chat with.
Chat with them by yourself. You're interrupting my training.
Hey, come on. Don't talk like that. How long have we known each other?
Long enough, if you ask me. We only know each other because of our parents' friendship. I didn't have a say in it.
Is that how it went? Huh. I remember it more like you always following me around. Whenever there was something wrong, like you lost to your brother, or you fought with Dimitri, you'd come crying to me. You were so meek and pure back then. Cute even. Like a baby brother.
That's enough.
What?
I said that's enough!
Hey, sorry. I just came to see if you wanted to pick up some girls. I didn't mean to get on your nerves.
Look, you've been getting on my nerves for years. I've tried to be patient with you, but I'm tired of holding my tongue. You're reckless in your personal affairs and in battle, and you're always prattling on about women.
Well, if a man sees a pretty girl, he can't just let her pass by without commenting. That's just rude.
You're insatiable. Do you ever stop? Certainly not to practice your sword technique. You always skip training. And you never consider how your actions hurt others, or how you hold them back.
That's never my intention. Come on, you know me better than that. I'm not really... Look, if that's the impression I've given you, then I'm sorry.
Oh, Ash. Are you here to study too?
I am. It's quiet here. Easier to concentrate.
It really is. Hey, would you like to study together? We can help each other out if we get stuck.
Oh, yes. We'll get a lot more done working together.
What's the matter, Ash?
This question's got me stumped. A ballista inside a castle is ready to fire at enemies outside. What angle should be used for the shot? Assume the ballista is the same as those in Garreg Mach. Ignore the effects of wind. This is for defensive strategy, isn't it? Why is it so complicated? Don't you just aim and fire?
It may help to focus on maximizing target accuracy to reduce your miss rate. To start, let's sort out the setup. Let's see. Using these ballista specifications, if the ballista corals follow this trajectory, they'll hit the enemy lines, right?
Oh, that makes sense, because the enemy line will be here.
That's it! Okay, now try using that same technique and applying it to this other problem.
If the walls are this high and the enemy lines are at that distance... Oh, I think I see!
I knew you'd get it.
Wow, I didn't expect math of all things to be useful in a siege. This is tough. Numbers are not my strong suit. But this really is the sort of thing you have to know if you want to command troops.
That's true, but not everyone is good with numbers. That's why we have tacticians do these calculations for us, or prepare them before we go to battle. A century ago, the Empire's mathematicians played a huge role in the Battle of the Wall of Fodlan.
I had no idea. Hey, you really know what you're doing, Annette.
You think so?
Definitely. You've obviously done a lot of studying. I really admire that.
I suppose I have. Studying is a necessity if you want the advantage over your enemies. But necessity aside, it's nice to hear you say that.
Mercedes, you look divine as always. Are you off to pray?
Oh, hello, Sylvain. I was just on my way to pray. How did you guess?
Well, because I've been watching your lovely...
Oh, I get it. You're the type who's always looking at girls, aren't you?
I won't lie, I do enjoy beholding women, but I don't mean it like that with you. I know I sound like a dope. I think you're special.
Oh, really? You think I'm so clumsy that I need someone to watch over me. Is that why you can't take your eyes off me?
You're beautiful, and I mean that. You're... how can I put it without sounding even worse? Okay, here goes. I want to get to know you better. As friends, I mean.
I don't know where to begin.
Well, what's something you like?
I like to pray. I've been praying regularly since I was a child.
You grew up in the Empire, didn't you?
That's right. I was raised in House Bartels.
Bartels? I thought you were born to House Martreats.
It's a complicated story. I'm not sure that it's a very interesting one, but I'm happy to share it with you.
I don't mean to be nosy, if it's too personal.
Oh no, I don't mind. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. House Martreats fell shortly before I was born.
Oh.
My father passed away while my mother was still pregnant with me, so she had nowhere to go. After I was born, my mother ended up marrying the head of House Bartels. Shortly after, my mother bore a true Bartels child who bore a crest. She and I were treated as though we were no longer useful to the family after that.
You think the Bartels were just using her to secure a crest?
They must have been. My mother and I were removed from the family and forced to flee to a church in the kingdom. I abandoned the Bartels name and took up our old family name again.
So you grew up in a church. Okay, it makes more sense now why you're praying all the time.
Yes, Oh, praying! I forgot that I was on my way to pray.
Right, and I interrupted you. Well, see you around, Mercedes.
Yes, see you!
House Bartels wanted a crest and ruined other people's lives to get one. These idiots are all the same. Hey, Annette, hitting the magic books again? Has anyone ever told you that you're pretty cute when you're studying?
Sorry, Sylvain, but I'm trying to think right now. Could you keep quiet for a bit?
How can you stay focused reading a book that thick? With such small print? Is some of that text upside down?
If I use the formula in this line here, the magical energy should... No, that's not right.
You're even cuter when you're working through a difficult problem.
Sylvain, I'm serious. Please be quiet.
Hang on. Look at the third line. You've got the formula wrong.
I said be... Oh, you're right. How did you know that?
Well, I mean, it's written right there.
Most people wouldn't be able to grasp this formula just by glancing at it. Have you read this book before?
Nope, this is the first time. Okay, now that I look at it... Wow, this book makes things way more complicated than they need to be.
And what's your take on this part here?
It's just describing another application for the same formula. Ha! This is pretty easy.
You know, you're actually kind of amazing. I've been studying magic for a while now, but even I have trouble with this stuff. You act like all you do is mess around, but are you actually working really hard in secret?
Nah, hanging out with girls is way more fun. I guess I just picked this stuff up somewhere. Life is short, Annette. If you waste it working hard, it'll be over before you know it. Get out in the world. Have some fun.
That's easy for you to say. You're strong and smart without even trying. It's not fair. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, I was just thinking you're pretty cute when you're sulking. You know that?
What is wrong with you?
Hey, I just got lucky with that stuff in the book. I'd normally never be able to outsmart you. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and leave you to it.
Got lucky, huh? I'm not so sure about that. Well, that does it. It might be tough, but I won't accept second place. Let's go, me. I can do this. I'm gonna finish this whole book before sundown. That shopping trip took longer than expected, didn't it, Mercy?
It truly did. You bought just about everything in the place.
You're so good at deciding the best thing to buy. I sort of wanted it all. I mean, not that I was excessive. I think you bought just about as much as I did.
Oh, really? The number of bags you're carrying says otherwise.
What? That's... Oh, fine. You got me. I was just having too much fun. I love shopping with you, Mercy.
It was fun. It's nice going into town without having to run errands for once.
Isn't it? And I'm pretty confident the professor will forgive our little detour. This actually reminds me of going to school in Ferdiad.
Me too. It almost feels like that time in our lives was a story from long ago.
So much has changed since then. Oh, but there's at least one thing that hasn't changed.
Me and you, right? We're the same old friends we always were.
That's just what I was about to say.
I've known you so long I can always guess.
Mercy, we'll stay friends like this forever, won't we?
Is something wrong? You sound worried.
Since our time in the capital, so much has happened. We've had to make new lives for ourselves, and we've seen at least as many hard times as good. If things keep changing like this, I wonder if we'll be able to stay the same people we are now.
I wonder that too. I don't think everything in the future will be perfect, but it's us. So I'm sure
we'll figure it out together, right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Oh, Mercy, I can always guess what you're gonna say.
Oh, it's getting late. We better hurry back before the professor gets angry.
You're right. Run, Mercy!
What? Wait for me, Annie. You know I'm not as fast as you.
Run!
Hello, Ingrid. Can I have just a teeny tiny moment of your time?
Sure. I can spare a moment or two.
I was wondering, do you have any interest in fashion and makeup and stuff like that?
I haven't the time to bother with such frivolities. As long as basic hygiene is being met, then I'm happy.
Oh, but you're missing out on something so fun. I mean, it's not like you need it, of course. You've got beautiful bone structure, lovely hair, long legs, but aren't you interested in trying something new?
Well, thank you. I suppose I do find it all somewhat intriguing. But my time is precious to me, and my focus is on knighthood. Taking time to paint my face simply isn't a top priority.
Sure, but imagine if you could combine the two and become the most fabulous knight ever. Okay, maybe I'm taking it too far. I know knights don't necessarily need a ton of makeup or things like that for the job. I'm just saying, I really think you'd enjoy it if you opened your mind to it. All I'm talking about is a light touch. I can see it now. Your gorgeous face done up with a delicate application of makeup. The fabulous knight who everyone looks up to and wants to be.
Well, maybe? I guess. That does sound mostly harmless.
Hooray! Okay, we don't have a moment to lose. Here, take this makeup kit, play around with the colors, and see what speaks to you.
Now, wait just a...
I actually got that little kit as a gift the other day, and I wasn't sure what to do with it because I already have that one. It's a limited palette, but I think it fits the look you're going for perfectly.
I actually never agreed to start putting that stuff on my face, Annette.
What? Oh, well then, I guess this whole kit will have to go to waste. I'll just throw it away like the garbage it is.
You're throwing it away? I can't just stand by and let something go to waste. Okay. All right. Thank you. We can do this.
That's the spirit! Oh, and I'm happy to help you learn to apply it too. Come on, let's go to my room. I have some brush techniques to show you before you get started.
Now, don't get carried away. Ugh. She played me like a fiddle.
So I think that Golden Deer are probably still my favourite house, but I do enjoy the melodrama of the Blue Lions quite a bit. And now I've got the mission for this month, so this will be quite a bit more difficult, I guess, than the whatever practice battles that they had in the battle option. I'm also going to be using Petra in my team for the first time, since she's just joined. We'll see how this goes, and if all of the enemies are going to be doubling me.
So, we are taking children into... I shall allow you to turn back the hands of...
Oh, this is nice, I have Divine Pulse now. And since it's New Game Plus, and I have like maxed out statues and stuff, I think I have like 11 chances to use this, but hopefully we won't be using it so much. Okay, so I need to redo my list of my units, since we have a new priority with Petra in it. Okay, so... Oh my goodness, and yep, and Mercedes is not coming with us in this match. Okay, so I have no healer. Felix and Red. And then Mercedes is someone's adjutant. Okay. I know, I'll give her to someone else who needs to level up. And Petra's going to need battalion. And I'm going to want her to have, I guess, dodge or physical attack. I'll go for dodge. Oh, this is pretty nice. I'm going to take this one. And check my weapons. Could do with a new sword.
Well, is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back. Welcome.
Okay. I think everyone else is okay.
Come back.
Oh, but I'm gonna sell some of the bullion.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back.
Okay, let's have a look and see what we're up against now. Yep, okay, so we're back up to the enemies having really high speed. Oh god. 22, and this one here looks a bit tough. And this guy here, obviously. Okay. And then from my team. So a lot of my characters are going to be getting hit twice. So Dedue gets this skill where he gets +4 if he doesn't do anything for his defense, so this will take this protection up to 16. Which for these guys, it's not. Yeah, it's like, I guess not so bad. I mean, he's going to be getting hit twice, but it's not going to be so much damage each time. I'm wondering if I can boost his protection a wee bit. Battalions. The answer is no. Okay, so I guess we'll just see how things go. But yeah, this is more like the Maddening difficulty compared to those practice battles. Yeah. Oh, double check I have vulneraries for everyone. What's this? Could give this to... Actually, I'm gonna hoard all these things because I don't know who's gonna be in my party, so I won't waste them just yet. Okay. Let's go.
The Red Canyon. This is the first time I have ever been here. It's like walking through a ruin. Let's get this battle out of the way, Professor. The thieves must have already been driven back.
The Knights chased us all the way here?
Chief, let's get out of here. There's no way we can win against them.
Shut your dumb mouth! Where would we go at this point? You can't be a thief if you fear death!
According to our information, there is a back road to the west. Let's split up and approach from the west and the front. If we advance cleverly, we attack from both sides and gain the advantage. I'll leave the rest to you, Professor. But before all else, we'll need to cross the bridge.
Okay, so I'm going to be having... Dido's going to be getting hit by at least 2 people, but I think it's going to be okay.
What should I do?
I might...
Stay focused.
wondering whether to be a bit cautious and make sure that most of them can't actually hit me. Okay.
Cut through.
Ready.
Can see what kind of thing we're up against.
I will get the victory.
I don't think there's any rush in this level, so
here goes.
It shouldn't be too bad to
I'm on it.
slow.
I'll go.
Shut!
What was that? Oh man. Okay, now they have got skills. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick look through the enemy skills to make sure there's no surprises. It's annoying. Okay, that's not problematic. What's this? Oh, quite. Okay, so a few of them have got this poison strike. Pass. And all of these sword skills, I'm not sure if they normally have them, but they're all meaning that they're going to be much more accurate and likely to hit. Maybe they always have them. I feel like these guys are taunting me with all of their locksmith skills, like when it's, yeah, like one of the nice things about playing Blue Lions is that Ash has always got locksmith no matter what class he is, but otherwise you have to have an assassin or a thief if you want to open things for free. Anyway, so I think we're okay. We mostly only have to worry about these archers who have got this, what's it called? The skill that does damage after attack. Poison Strike, which you get if you're a dark mage. Or apparently if you're an enemy in this mode. Okay, so I definitely want to take the archer out.
I can't relax.
People and beasts.
Yeah, I'm pretty much not... Like, definitely notice a difference when I don't have this +4. So I'll need to be a bit careful. I might see if I can... Can I take this guy out? That would be good. Because it would be nice to get to do some experience as well.
Your skill is impressive.
Felix stole the kill.
Already?
Okay. And I have no healer, so I'll be making use of my healing items. And I don't have Dorothea for free heals. At least not yet. Okay. Okay, these 3 are coming towards me, so I'm just going to step back and let them come. Okay. I'm wondering if anyone has who has a ranged combat art. Oh, Dimitri. So it'd be quite nice to get these two guys stuck so they can't move. And I guess I can boost this if I put to do here. And I don't want to use them anyway, so that sounds good. Because I want his +4 boost. Okay. His 80 is not bad.
I will aid you.
Hope for the best. Okay, good. I think we're pretty safe now. Still needs to level up. Wow. I can't believe this guy's double attacking Felix was supposed to be fast. Like the iron gauntlets are like super light. This is annoying. Okay. Maybe I can take him out with a combat art. No. Petra is also theoretically super fast. Yeah. Okay, just use this.
I had to do it.
This archer has got extra range, so I'm just gonna stay out of it. What's the speed like just now? 9? 9 still? My goodness. There's that annoying poison strike again. Okay, I'm just gonna take this guy out. And then Dimitri, I will heal. Just make sure that he's not going into the range of anyone. This feels very cheap from the game just now. Okay, I don't want to kill him with Sylvain. Man. That's a lot of damage. Okay, I'm going to increase my chance of hitting, but not actually use Sylvain at the moment. Because he's only level 3, but I'd like to level up someone else instead. Maybe I can do Gambit again. I feel like I'm making bad choices here. I sort of want to just... I'd kind of need to move Petra out the way so that I can use it. Okay. This is not bad. bit more. 90%. Yeah, let's go for this. Okay.
I can.
I'm going to take out some extra vulneraries. Because I think Dimitri's going to need it. Okay, so yeah, so again we've got the enemies coming to us. This is going to be the first mage. It's a bit slower than some of these archers and doesn't have any poison strike or anything. I think attack 10 is not bad. This should be not bad, but he can heal the other guys. Okay, and these guys are super fast, so they're definitely going to double me. And I don't want to trigger these ones at the same time. I think I might just be a bit cautious and not. I should work on getting some kind of an extra boost for Dudu's defense. It's kind of nice when he takes 0 damage rather than, I guess, like 8 damage or whatever he's gonna get now. I'm wondering if this other guy is going for that chest.
The better to.
Okay, a lot of them are taking the initiative here. Okay, he does have lockpicks, so he very well could be going for this. I really don't want this mage near to do. So I'm gonna shoot. I guess we might lose the item. Oh, but it's not. Definitely going for that chest. No. I think lured him to a spot where he's hard to kill. That was bad. I'm kind of thinking I should have probably taken care of these guys first and gone to the left, but it's too late to undo now. Yeah. Okay, what can I do? Should probably not have put Felix over there. Okay.
I did it!
Okay. I want to clean this. I think Ingrid has good resilience. Yeah, very good, in fact. Okay, she's not going to take damage. And Annette has a rally resistance, which I can use as well. How much was that? Okay, so she can 4. Yeah, 4 and 4. That's pretty good. I can get like more resistance and more strength as well. Okay, so I kind of want to take out the mage. I think Felix's gauntlets will be helpful. I'd rather she doesn't get shot. Dimitri has pretty bad speed as well. 10. Oh. This does not look good for Ingrid. 4. Yeah, I don't really want her getting double attacked by both of these guys. I also don't want to give up this spot. Okay, we got 16, 17. Yeah, I don't think Ingrid wants to be here.
Thanks.
Oh, nice. Okay, that helps quite a bit. Petra can take a hit from the bow guy. Okay. Ah, I still have to move. Okay, I think hopefully Dudu should be okay if I just make him wait. I'm really like wanting to take out this archer just now. And then someone else is able to come round.
Careful, please.
I'm assuming I should be able to take a hit. Oh, someone has pass. Oh no. I forgot about that. Oh, this guy has pass. That does quite a lot of damage. Ah, but he has very little health. Let's take him out.
Everyone.
Okay, that's looking better. So my chest is still unopened. I thought that one of the thieves was going to open it, but I guess he changed his mind. And well, this should be okay, I guess.
If I'd hesitate.
Oh, I wonder if my gambit is any good.
I'm on it.
I'm gonna risk it. Whoa. Should probably have checked if it was gonna kill him.
I like how.
Okay.
My tech.
She still don't get any speed though. Ingrid. Okay. What can I do with these guys? It'd be nice if I could get a gambit. Okay. Okay, I think I can take a hit from this guy. So then I'm just basically wanting to... Yeah, I think I'm not going to be able to kill both of them. And if I attack one of them, it's going to give me a higher chance of getting killed by the other one. Well, maybe it's possible. Okay, maybe I can do this. Okay, 11. And then I need to do 18 still. Okay, this is going to be fine actually.
We stole this trick!
I haven't. I know they are just.
Too slow!
Oh my goodness, how much you dodged. Okay, so that's when I can level up in the class change after the match. Okay, what else?
Quite helpful.
I need to stop doing rally by accident. Ugh. Okay. Okay, Ash is gonna go get this chest for me.
Got too cocky.
Everyone else is going to heal, I think.
Use caution.
We have another one of these archers with poison strike down here. Oh, and 2. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Oh, is this Lancebreaker? Oh no. Lancebreaker plus, awesome. Yay. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be dealing with breaker skills from the enemies. This is, yeah. Okay, I guess I won't put any lances there. Have I got any? I need to tank a wee bit without a lance. What does this do? It's not gonna, I guess it won't do more damage, it will just do, yeah. Avoid is not, I don't want him getting it, I don't want him avoiding the counter attack. Ingrid's gonna be no use at all. Petra I can use, and Felix. Are there any other breaker skills on these guys?
Careful, please.
Yeah, and of course, if the enemy is using breaker skills, then maybe I kind of need to use them as well. Like, until now, I haven't found them so helpful. I'm really missing Mercedes right now. she's run out of magic. That's why I'm doing rally.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess it would be kind of good if I can maybe split these up a wee bit. I guess these both have poison strike.
I'm on it.
I'm going to keep Annette with Ash because it's kind of nice to get a bit more damage from the ranged attack. And I need to find someone who can lure this guy out. He won't take too much damage. So I'm wanting someone who's got like 7 speed or more. Which is like nobody. Oh, Felix. He's got like really crappy defense. Oh. Try to lure him.
Damn!
Okay, let's see what happens next.
Appreciated.
Okay, I guess they don't have supporters. I'm wondering how best to lure this guy out. Okay, so I have the mage coming as well. I guess I'm just going to back off a wee bit. See if I can get them somewhere where I can get a bit of an advantage. I need to remember that Annette has run out of magic resist, so I don't count on her. Oh, that was nice of that archer. I think I'm going to use this fading blow because it will give me a bit more space. Like for another person to have an attack. use an axe. Not that it's going to make much of a difference. Okay. I'm glad this mage is moving very slowly. To take out these archers. Don't really think this through. Just too far away. Okay, let's see how far this goes back to. They have more movement. They have more range than I do. That's not great. I'm worried about Ash's safety. What's this speak like? 4. God. This is going to be bad. I might need to rewind. I need my guys up here. Uh-oh. Oh, it's totally going to need to be rewound. Terrible. Oh man. Do I only have to kill the... Do I only have to kill the commander? Maybe this would be the safest option. Okay.
Move carefully.
I thank you.
Oh, it's such a disaster. Let's see if I can pull off a gambit. Oh my goodness.
Can't take much more.
I'm definitely missing the push and pull things. I really need some luck.
I'll give it my all.
Reassuring.
Feeling woozy.
You inspire.
Proceed with caution.
So he can do 26 damage to me.
Stay vigilant.
Byleth 17. To Dimitri. 24. Oh, and I'm out of families. Forgot about the mage.
Careful now.
Okay, so this is a chance to get someone some experience, I think, now. Do I want it to be? Damage still to do. Okay, I might try giving Ingrid a wee bit of a boost and see if she can kill him.
You saved me.
Nice.
I will get.
We have defeated the thieves. We'll follow the knight's instructions for what to do next. You led us well, Professor.
Okay, so I'm going to end this one today. So we're finished now chapter 2, and then I'll move on to chapter 3 another time. Yeah, so it's definitely interesting things in Maddening mode with these extra breaker skills and stuff. I think it's going to be pretty tough, but yeah, like should be fun as well. Okay, thanks for watching.